Captain Sir Tom Moore, welcome to Yorkshire. It's lovely to have you here today.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Thank you for coming. And we've given, from Welcome to Yorkshire, we're very proud to present to you your Y badge as an honorary Welcome to Yorkshire.
Thank you very much.
And what we're doing is, for all Welcome to Yorkshire members, we are planting a tree in their honour, which we'll be doing for you somewhere in Yorkshire. So we're planting them in North Yorkshire, South Yorkshire, East and West. How does it feel to be an honorary Welcome to Yorkshire?
I think it's absolutely amazing. I mean, never ever did I anticipate things like this so many weeks ago. I mean, it really is a great honour to get this from you. I'm delighted to have it. Thank you very much.
And can you tell me why you're in Yorkshire today?
I hear, let me see, because I've been given the Freeman of Keithley today, so I had quite a lot of interviews and speeches in Keithley, and they even stopped the traffic on the road to let me cross. That was something special.
And what do you remember about your childhood in Keithley?
I remember, really, I think that I remember most of all is going back a long time, when I must have been 3 or 4, my mother teaching me to ride a fairy cycle on the pavement. And that I do remember, and that must be an awful long time ago. And since then I've ridden almost anything else on 2 wheels.
So you love cycling?
Yes. I'm still, even though I'm now a bit old for it, but I'm still a keen motorcyclist.
Did you watch the Tour de Yorkshire?
Yes, I do. I watched those, and I must say I give them full marks for a lot of the hills there are in Yorkshire. When they really have to put the best foot forward, haven't they? When they're riding all those. Oh, and they think they've got to the top of the hill, and then there's another one. That's the beauty of Yorkshire, there's always another one.
And what did you used to visit Cliff Castle in Keithley when you were a child?
Well, when I was a child, Cliff Castle had been built, and the wall round Cliff Castle my grandfather had built, so it was a pretty old wall. But Cliff Castle's still there, and wall is still there, and we've still got the lovely big iron gates there for people to either not go in or not. But no, Cliff Castle is a delightful building.
You're a proud Yorkshireman. Tell me what you love about the county.
But I've never not been proud of being a Yorkshireman. Wherever I've gone, I've always told people I come from Keithley, and Keithley, the West Riding of Yorkshire, and there's nowhere like the West Riding of Yorkshire. Wherever you go, I've made it sure that people know that I was bred and born in Keithley, and that I'm a Yorkshireman. My grandfather was a Yorkshireman on both sides, so I'm a true dyed-in-the-wool Yorkshireman.
And how does it feel to be visiting Yorkshire with your daughter and your grandchildren?
Well, it's very pleasant. I mean, there's nothing like atmosphere like here. I mean, you're all very great. I was honoured to all be in this atmosphere, all this good Yorkshire atmosphere. It's very special.
So, we're going to be planting a tree in your honour in Yorkshire, thinking about all the things that you've done, all the money that you've raised. You've raised 38.9 million.
Yes, it's not bad, is it?
Gift aid. What an achievement that is.
Well, when you think that we started off trying to do £1,000, and so it went on, which Anna can tell you the story in detail, and it went on and on and on, and the people were so generous, not just in Yorkshire, not in England, but throughout the world. We had people subscribing to the fund, which was for the National Health Service, and it grew and it grew and it grew, just like Topsy. That's if you know Topsy. Do you remember about Topsy?
Tell me about Topsy.
She was a girl, she grew and she grew and she grew. So everything you grow like Topsy.
And now the Captain Tom Foundation, you must be very proud of that.
Oh,
The Captain Tom Foundation.
yes, and that's something that's special. That's going to go a long way because there are so many people still in need of help. Older people, lonely people, people who have got various things wrong with them, who are living on their own, they're lonely, they're in need, they need some help. That is what the foundation is going to do, and it will do that throughout, well, not throughout England, but throughout the world generally. We're aiming to go throughout the world to be a benefit for everyone.
Tell me about your love of Yorkshire and the outdoors.
I've spent most of my life outdoors. I do enjoy the outside. I like trees. I'm not really a gardener. I'm too impatient to be a gardener. Things don't grow fast enough. But I'm sure if you found a nice tree, what sort of a tree do you think you might plant?
Well, I don't know. What kind of tree would you like us to plant?
I'll have to think about that. But I'd like a fast-growing tree, so that I shall still see some of it. I mean, if it's a slow tree, I won't live long enough to see it, will I? But if you get a fast-growing tree, I might manage to see it for a year or two. I'm not intended to go just yet, but I haven't time because I have too many things to finish doing. But if we have a tree, maybe a nice fast-growing tree, maybe a pine that grows quite quickly, something like that.
I think a tree that grows well and to be strong, just like you being, would be fantastic, wouldn't it? To represent you.
Yeah, but we want it. I mean, if it has my name on it, I mean, it'd be interesting to see if the name lasts as long as a tree. I mean, it really would be nice to have a tree, but please one that grows quickly. I haven't much time left.
We'll definitely get you one that grows quickly. We will. And will you be planning to visit with your grandchildren and your daughter to show them the tree?
Yes, well, they're going to have a tree, aren't they? I mean, if you don't plant, I'll plant them a tree. Yeah, so we all have a tree. And we have a family there to see who grows the fastest.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what do you think to your green Y badge? It's very special. It's the first time we've done a green Y badge for Welcome to Yorkshire.
It's difficult to me to say that because I really am honoured to be the first one. I mean, it really is something special. I mean, something that's never been done before, so it really is very special. And I must say I'm absolutely thrilled to be the first one.
And how did it feel? If you could just tell me how it felt when you did your walking and the whole world was watching you. How did it feel to achieve that and to have the world recognise what you've done?
I didn't believe it possible. I mean, when we started, and we never ever dreamed that we would be famous. And then it grew and it grew and grew. And whether I like it or not, I was in the news. So and I can't say I didn't enjoy it, because I do enjoy it, but that wasn't the reason why we raised all that money. It was for the benefit of the sick and the ill that we did that, and that's why with the foundation is to go on doing the same thing for a wider range of people who are lonely, people who are living on their own. Because when my wife was in a home for a long time, one day she said to me, "If you didn't come and see me, I will be very lonely." And that struck a hole in my heart, because so many other people in where she were lonely. People, they never had people visiting them year in, year out, and that's what the foundation is going to try and get rid of. The people in loneliness and people who are in need of some cook or some. It really is what we're trying to do.
And you've been so busy over the last few months. Tell me about some of your personal highlights.
Seeing the Queen. I mean, that was a magic day. I've never been so close to the Queen. But she's such a marvellous person. And when she came to me, she was all smiles. And they tapped me with the sword, and she was very gentle with that. And really, it was a delight for me to speak to her, and she spoke to the rest of the family, which was quite unusual. So we were doubly honoured on that day. But the Queen is absolutely marvellous.
What an achievement for you, and to achieve 100 years as well.
Yes, that's right. And so, how many more then do you reckon? I mean.
At least another 20, I think.
Yeah, no, I doubt that. I think you're pushing your luck there a bit. But I'd like to live as long as Vera Lynn. I mean, because when I saw her when we were in Burma, and she was a star. I mean, she really did go around giving a lot of help and people who were so far away from home. And she was a star in her own right, and so I'd like to live as long as her. So that means I've got to last another 4 years.
Good. Well, until we'll meet again, a little Vera Lynn, not Vera Lynn there. We're really proud of you in Yorkshire for all your achievements, for all the money that you've raised for the NHS charity. And we'd like to give you the Welcome to Yorkshire Pride of Yorkshire Award. So I'm going to hand it over to your daughter.
Thank you very much.
Back to you.
Yeah.
Pride of Yorkshire Award, Captain.
Lovely, that's lovely. Thank you very much. Really, I'm pleased with that. Thank you.
Captain Sir Tom Moore, can you tell me how it feels to be given the Welcome to Yorkshire Pride of Yorkshire Award?
Well, it's difficult because it's a special award, and although I don't feel particularly special, but really I am special. The fact that I've got this award from you, the first one, and it really is outstanding. And thank you ever so much, you and the whole of Yorkshire.
Captain Sir Tom Moore, thank you very much. We're really, really proud of you in Yorkshire.
Thank you very much.